Hello guys, I'm Nick, and today I wanted to take a look at the skins in the Snakebite Case. I know that they came out more than a month ago, but I haven't had the time to sit down with them, take a look at them, try some different crafts, but finally I've gotten the time to do so. I tried playing with them, and here's my opinion on them. Let's get right into it. At the end of the video, I'm gonna give a mark to the case, just so you can understand if this is a case worth investing into, or if you should open this case, or if you should completely skip this case because it has very bad skins. Starting off with the blues, we have the Nova Windblown, which I would rename it the Allergy Gun. As you can see here, it's a very blend skin. It doesn't stand out at all. And in general, this is your typical blue skin. It doesn't have any soul, it doesn't have anything characteristic to it, and I have to say the thing that you're seeing on the screen now, it's actually a pretty low float value and it still has scratches, so I wouldn't want to pick it up. Next up we have the UMP Oscillator, and I have to say I have no clue what's going on with this skin. I'm gonna guess that it has different patterns, but it looks so ugly with this orange and then black and gray theme. Honestly, this is a skin that I wouldn't want to buy. I just feel like it's so uninspired and it wouldn't fit in with any kind of inventory. And if you want to buy a cheap UMP skins, there are so many better alternatives out there. Next on the list we have the M249 OSIPR. I have no clue what this name means, and again, this is a pretty uninspired skin. This reminds me of a gun that comes straight out of the Half-Life universe. It's a very flat and basic skin, which is cool if you're going for a very black, basic themed inventory, but I honestly don't feel like this is gonna be appealing for many players. Next up we have the SG553 Heavy Metal. Now this is a skin worth buying. The artist used normal maps to its advantage, creating this 3D metal effect on the whole gun. And this for me is one of the best ways I've seen normal mapping being applied to a skin. I honestly feel like the artist couldn't have done better, and the idea behind the skin is just amazing. To add to that, we have the skull in the back and the red-orange slashes add color to the skin, giving it a lot of personality. I simply love how this gun looks, and it's a must get if you're into rugged or metal looking things. Honestly, this is a 10 out of 10 skin. Next up we have the CZ75 Auto Circaetrus. I have no clue how to read its name, but I have to say this is a fucking cool artwork. Honestly, I love it. You can tell that the artist put a lot of effort into designing the front of the gun and blending in the colors really well, and then there's that touch of orange in the background which looks amazing. Another sign that this gun is very detailed is that when you reload the gun, the mag that falls out has this little orange creature kind of crawling inside of the darkness, and it's just lovely. If like me you're an artwork lover, you will appreciate this gun so much, just because of all of the sheer details that went into making this skin, and I honestly love it. At the moment this skin is very cheap also on the Steam market, it's under €1, and I honestly suggest you pick it up. It's a very clean skin that you can get for cheap, and it definitely adds to the look of your total inventory. Next up we have the Revolver Junkyard, and I'm gonna go ahead and say that this skin is just so wacky. I honestly really don't like it, but I don't personally use the revolver. It has memes written on it, there's written legend, king, there's funny things written on the revolver spinny reloading thingy, and there's a CSGO sticker that it's meant to emulate the Chiquita sticker that you get on bananas, but honestly it just doesn't work for me. To me this feels like an attempt to emulate the success of the Flashback Skin series, and the Flashback Skin series in my opinion was such a genius idea because they were made to look like they were used during the war, and they had war scars on them and writings from the war. While this revolver is just a cheap attempt of putting junk together, exactly, junkyard. So if you like the theme of it, go for it, but this is not a top tier skin in my opinion. The last of the blue skins is the Glock 18 Clear Polymer, and thank god this is the last of the blue skins because this is such a low effort skin from Valve. Let's start off by talking about its color scheme. What is this blue mixed in with brown? It just doesn't work well together. Why this choice of colors? I just don't understand. The cool and redeeming factor of this skin is that it has a clear polymer view over your mag, but the whole magic of this clear polymer view gets taken away as soon as you reload. This skin is supposed to be a cool see-through skin where you can see what's happening inside the gun, but as soon as you reload the bullets don't come out, nothing changes on the skin. And actually I'm gonna slow down the footage right here as I'm reloading, because you can see that when the mag comes out, it's a full mag, it's not a clear polymer. You can clearly see the bullets inside their casing and everything is still there. So I don't understand why Valve with its tools couldn't just make it transparent. That would have been way cooler, honestly. Thank God we're now moving on to the purples, and the first skin that I want to talk about is the Mac 10 button masher. The artist of this skin used the normal mapping to its utmost advantage to make it look like it's a clear polymer like controller thing from the 90s. It brings back so many like memories. It looks so amazing, honestly. This is a skin that you need to get. The buttons themselves look so real, and then there's this clear plastic which makes it so like look like the 90s, and you can see the circuitry inside. It just looks amazing. And then you have the mag design, which makes it look like it's an old cartridge from a Nintendo. It has the bomb code written on it, and when you plug it back in, it's like you're plugging in a cartridge again from an old console, which looks amazing. It's just bringing up so many memories. We then have the Negev Dev texture, and just how the name is written reminds me of like when you're developing something and you know, it's a beta thing, it's not yet finished. And so the whole theme gets carried through the gun with this orange that is really similar to the orange that is used in Half-Life when you're building maps, with all of the wireframing and the grayish that it's not quite black. It's just so nice. This is a skin for the Negev that I would actually want to use. Moving on to the next purple, we have the P250 Cybershell, and I wasn't quite sure about this gun at first. I didn't really know what to do with it, but then when I started playing with it, I started noticing more and more details. The first detail that caught my eye was that the tip is actually purple-ish blue, and it's the reaction that the metal has when it's under heat. I feel like this is such a cool addition to the gun, I love it. The second detail that caught my eye was the grip of the actual gun with this honeycomb style thingy. It looks gummy, it looks amazing, honestly. I feel like I want to hold it. All in all, the rest of the skin is complemented by these orange accents that go through it. It's just looking amazing, honestly. I would buy this one. Another super nice purple is the Desert Eagle Trigger Discipline. I just love the pink on this gun and how it blends in with the background. I just love it. And this in general is a really nice skin to have if you have a CZ75 Tacticat. The color scheme is the same, they fit very well together. I just love it. I have a Tacticat and I got this Deagle. All in all, this is ranked into my top 3 Desert Eagles. It will look amazing with some stickers, maybe some holos on it. I feel like it's amazing. Next up, we have a very controversial skin, and it's the AK47 Late. Now, crafters and skin investors, they were waiting for these skins for so many months. This is a crafter's dream. Clean black AK with a carbon fiber background and no color or accents whatsoever to interfere, because you know the AK Redline, for example, it had red lines which fit very well red and orange stickers, but if you wanted to put a blue sticker on it or a purple sticker on it, just didn't fit very well. Or the AK47 Elite build, that one had Navi stickers on it, you could put Genji stickers on it, but that's it. Any other sticker wouldn't fit with the theme of the gun. Now Valve has graced us with this beautiful AK Slate, a clean slate, a clean canvas where we can craft skins. And so let the crafting begin. This is the AK that you want to be using with your precious stickers. You want to be putting them on this one, you want to be putting 3 or 4 of them, and I've laid out some examples that you're seeing on screen right now for you. I want you to look and I want you to take in and admire how different stickers transform the look of a gun, transform the look of an inventory. My personal favorite has to be the one with the ninjas in pajamas holo. They look amazing, and in this gun you can put cheap stickers, you can put expensive stickers. Then if you have iBuyPower holos, okay, just put them on this gun, it will look amazing. Granted, of course, that iBuyPower holos are now going for $45,000 at the moment, so I mean, I think it's a bit too expensive, but as you can see, I made plenty of crafts even with cheap stickers like the Ninjas in Pajamas or the North holos or the Fnatic Golds. All in all, this has to be my top 1 skin from this case. It's just a crafter's dream and I love crafting stickers. By the way, stay tuned because I'm gonna do a full inventory showcase very soon on the channel. Moving on to the classified skins, or the pinks, we have the XM104 Xoxo. And I personally have no idea which kind of drugs the artist for this gun was taking, but I have to say this looks kind of amazing. It has different patterns, it has different colors. As you can see, there's a touch of blue on the other side of the XM. It's not a bad skin per se, but it's very like confusing, and it's the first of 2 skins where drugs have definitely been involved in the creation of the skin. Next up we have the Galil Chromatic Aberration, and I have to say I love this skin. I love how the zebra paint looks like, I love the color scheme, I love that it looks like the SSG Parallax with this kind of 3D effect. I just needed to get one as soon as I saw it, the star, the various writing on the gun. It's amazing. If you place some holo stickers on it, it becomes even more amazing. These can go very well with a very colorful kind of loadout. For example, if you have an AK Neon Rider or a USP Neo Noir, this is amazing to match with those guns. We're getting into the more colorful part of the video, and definitely it shows with the MP9 food chain. And this MP9 is actually an MP9 Fade when you think about it, because there's the full spectrum of colors. It starts from the red and it goes all the way to purple in the front. I just love how the artist interpreted this fade pattern with all of these little monsters and all of their little details. This is again an artwork, it's not like a pattern, it's just art on a gun, and I wouldn't put any stickers on it, I would keep it as is because it's just beautiful to look at. It fits my inventory so well because it fits both my purple skin, my yellow skins, it's just amazing to look at, honestly. For quite a while we've had a bit of a boring MP9 streak, but I feel like this one is breaking that streak and it's bringing a whole new level to the MP9 design game. It's just amazing. From the various eyes and expressions of the monsters to the tiny little details on each and every pattern that the artist has used to compose this gun, I have to say this is one of the best skins that I've ever seen. Finally, the two last skins of this case are the M4A4 in living color and the USPS the Traitor. I'm gonna be starting with the M4A4 in living color because just what the hell is going on here? This is like a sticker bomb on an M4 with added colors and added vibrance. I have no clue what's going on here, honestly. This skin is so like confusing, you cannot make up a pattern, you cannot make up writings, it's just so colorful and all blended together. This skin tries so hard to be colorful and wacky and like fun to look at, but it just doesn't work altogether. You cannot make up any details, there's nothing to look at. I guess you can make out a profile of a woman on the main part of the gun and then there's some writings around, but I just cannot see myself using this in game. I don't understand what would compel you to buy a skin like this and use a skin like this where there are so many better alternatives on the Steam market for red M4s and even lower qualities M4s. Okay, now getting on to the main piece of this case, there's the USPS, the Traitor. I absolutely am losing my mind for this skin. This is no doubt the second best USP out there. I absolutely love the mixing of the blue, of the red, the gold, the small and intricate details of this gun, the gold of the snake, the white eye of the snake. This is the perfect blend of colors. This is what a skin should aspire to be, and the more I look at it, the more I want one. Okay guys, so quick little mid-recording update. I was looking at the skin on my second monitor and how beautiful it looks like. Just notice all of the details, take them in, pause the video and look at it for 1 second. It's amazing to look at. Even though I own already a kill confirmed and I own a Neo Noir, I just couldn't resist. I went on buff and I placed in a bargain for one because it's just so pretty, it's just so beautiful. I could look at this for the whole day. Wow. It just looks amazing, and the red that gets darker actually when the skin is in worse condition, I love it. Okay guys, so these were the skins, and as I promised, I'm gonna give a rating to this case. In the end, these skins contains a lot of forgettable skins, especially the blues, the in-living color. I just cannot see myself playing with them, but it definitely has a lot of character with the AK47 Late, the MP9 food chain, and especially the USPS Traitor. Fortunately though, the gloves can be found in other cases, there's nothing new on that front. I'm giving this case a solid 7 out of 10, maybe 7.5 just for that USP. But in the end, would I recommend you open this case? Honestly, no. I don't ever recommend opening cases because you're never guaranteed what you're gonna get. Maybe you get lucky, you get a pair of gloves, you get an AK47 Late, you get a USPS Traitor, or maybe you get super unlucky and you get only blues. My best advice is to always go and buy the skins that you like. Try them out first in games. I've explained plenty of times how to do it, but probably I'm gonna do a video that explains you in detail what to do and how to do it. And also, as I mentioned before, I'm gonna do a full inventory reveal and showcase in the next days. I just hope you guys really enjoyed this one. I'm sorry if I was a bit late with it, and good luck and have fun.